Good evening. Welcome to Amore Bello. I'm spiritual medium Mary Rebecca. I had told you guys this morning that, or actually the last 2 mornings, that I was going to try to do a little piece on the 12/12 portal and the 12/12 full moon in Gemini, the cold moon. So I was finally able to get those. I know it's a little late, but I figured let me just get it done. I don't want to wait too much longer. Just because the energy itself, the energy itself has really kind of been working with a lot of us the last few days. The 12/12, the full moon in Gemini, that is a twin. It's the twin flame moon. Maybe a little duality, hot and cold, yes and no. The divine feminine is kind of in a position now that she's just living her truth. She's almost, it's almost like to the point where I'm getting like she's kind of just she doesn't really want to deal with the divine masculine. And if he's awakening, let him awaken. And I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull these cards. Asking Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Haniel, Metatron to give me clear and concise messages for the divine collective's greater good. Inner child. Dreams. Visualization. Which makes total sense. This full moon is the last full moon of the decade. Things may unfold in pairs or 2 areas of your life. It's going to give you an opportunity to release anything that no longer serves you, any blocks, any negativity. Now, also the 12/12 portal is a time for renewal, a time for to discover, giving you an opportunity to discover every aspect of your spiritual being and the process of spiritual purification for the spiritual awakening. Okay. The 12/12 portal is an energy doorway through which intense waves of energy and higher vibration are ushered into the planetary consciousness to awaken the planet and its inhabitants. As a divine collective, we're going to be purging. We're, maybe we're not even going to be kind of accepting or, maybe putting up with things that we used to put up with, and now we're not putting up with them anymore because we want to remove that negativity in our lives. Okay. Creating healthy boundaries. If you're feeling overwhelmed because of the expectations of other people in your life, then you need to create healthy boundaries. Again, not doing it in a negative way, but allowing yourself to take ownership and saying, what, I can't do that right now. It's making me feel a certain way. Okay. Divine feminine, reach out. Well-deserved reward. Speak. Win or lose. 5 of Swords. Ooh. Well. Asking Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Metatron to give me clear and concise messages for the divine collective greater good. For those of you that normally follow me in the mornings, I'm using the heart chakra tarot instead of the crystal angels. I decided just to kind of throw that in there a bit. I've been on some of the groups in Facebook, and I'm feeling the third wave needs a little love as they're awakening, maybe a little bit more love. Another reason why I do these videos is that, when I was initially first awakening and people were, I was listening to their videos, I'm trying to put out this kind of maybe a lifeline or security blanket so that people can know what I went through, or, what the mistakes I made, by saying, that statement's ego driven, or this is, such and such, or remember to do your inner work and, listen to your chakras. So one of the groups was talking about solar plexus chakra. Again, part of this journey is calming your ego. To expand your consciousness, you have to calm your ego. Okay. And spiritual awakening is part of this journey. It's much more than a love affair. So what I decided to do is, in this video, I have some solar plexus binary sounds in the background. Okay. I use these videos on Facebook. So hopefully maybe someone in that group will know what I'm talking about. And this is for you guys. Okay. The solar plexus is for you. Goddess. Sacral chakra. You are a powerful light worker. Past life issue. Oh, I'm pulling some past life cards. Oh, that's another thing. So, anyone who has a chance to go to a past life regression class or service, whatever the practitioner would like to call it, great thing to do. Great thing to do on this journey. I highly recommend it. I have done it once. I'm actually going to a past life regression class on 12/12. Talk about purging, right? Purging and triggers and oh my. Listen, I know the purging and the triggers sucks. I know it does. I can't do anything about that. It does. But what I can say is that the purging and the triggers lets you grow within yourself, within your union. And it's not always a bad thing. Okay, to take stock and account of what what's within you. Okay. Remember, some of this stuff we have to purge, and maybe we don't even realize we need to purge it. Okay. For those of you that are, kind of driving around and doing this with the rest of us, you're resonating to the journey. This is your truth. This is who you are. Again, there are certain people you will meet, especially on Facebook, that maybe this isn't their truth. Okay. Maybe this isn't who they are. They think they resonate with it, but they're really not a divine feminine or a divine masculine. They could be a starseed. They could be an indigo. They could be a crystalline. Okay. And that's all fine. But, just know that if you are on this journey, the purging of the negativity, the melting away of the ego can get really heavy. It is not for the faint-hearted at all. Okay? All right. You are special. You are not alone. Explore. Stay. All right. And Just because I'm sentimental about like little traditions, I set one up this week. The 12-12 for the 12-12 portal, each divine masculine and divine feminine is going to get 12 of these cards. Okay. This is from Divine Pisces 222. 222. She is a reader here on YouTube. Check her out. She's pretty cool. And and sometimes people say, oh, you listen to? Absolutely, I listen to, because sometimes my ego needs to calm down. And getting it from someone else, getting what I already know from listening to someone else, it helps my ego calm. Okay. So each one of you is going to get 12 of these cards. And at the end, I'll flip them. And it's just kind of like little messages from your divine counterpart. Okay. So the ones that are in the divine feminine pile are going to be messages from her divine masculine. And the ones that are in the divine masculine pile are messages from his divine feminine. Okay. So just know that at the end, it's opposite. Okay. This whole read and this whole read, these two sides, this side is divine masculine, this side is divine feminine. Okay. And the energy in the middle is what you're mirroring. Okay. And this is how it's playing out in each of your lives. Sorry, I just felt guided to say that. And asking Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Hannah, and Metatron. Archangel Metatron is the Archangel of the Twin Flame Collective. To give me clear and concise messages for the Divine Collective's greater good. What is the messages that you have for the Divine Collective from their counterparts this week for the 12-12 portal and the 12-12 full moon? What are the messages that you have for the Divine Collective? Okay. All right, so these we will go through at the end. So let's see what the angels have for us today. Oh, actually, I am going to, there's a past life card here. So just let me pull these, let me just pull 3 cards real quick. And I'm going to flip them over for the Divine Masculine, past life issues. Asking Archangel Metatron, Gabriel, Haniel, Michael to give me clear and concise messages for the Divine Masculine's greater good concerning his past life blocks. One, 2, 3. So put those right there. All right, you guys are so awesome. It's taking me 13 minutes just to put this layout out. I hope I gave you some good information in the meantime, though. All right, so here we are, inner child. What can I say about this card? It's the heart chakra. Okay, when you have your heart chakra is totally opened, okay, your inner child gets to come out. The light and the love of who you are, okay, deep from within. When your ego is kind of in control, because the ego is our fear factor, right? It's either going to allow us to run for the hills or we're going to turn around and put up our dukes, right? It also drives us for most of our day to, where we need to go, what we need to do, et cetera, et cetera. However, when our inner child is wounded, it closes that heart chakra and allows the fear factor, the ego, to monopolize our consciousness, our day. I'm not quite sure. how I'm going to explain that. But so it monopolizes how things are going to go, how you're feeling, what you're doing. Okay. Sometimes you may even get like triggered, upset, fighting. Okay. And really it's because of the fear from that inner child. Okay. So allow your inner child to come through knowing that there is no more fear, especially with this connection. Okay. And as you move forward on this connection, during this time, you're going to be purging, getting rid of what no longer serves you. Not only people, jobs, places, foods, etc., but maybe the way certain people treat you. Okay. People sometimes treat us the way we allow them to treat us. Okay. If you don't say, you know what, no, that's kind of really negative to me, and I would rather not have that part of our relationship or existence or whatever, or conversation. That's part of the purging. That's part of that releasing. You release all those inner child wounds, those inner child hurts, and you allow love to form, to flow through you. Okay. How do you do that? How do you get through that inner child? So in a meditation, you can use a heart chakra, binary sounds, solar plexus, whatever you feel like you're being called to. Okay. You do that meditation. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you heal any inner child wounds. Ask Archangel Michael to help you cut any cords, negative attachments that you have to those events in your life, events in past lives. Okay. Some of you are upset with your parents. Okay. You have to remember, we choose them. We choose our parents for our life purpose. And our life purpose many times is not the job that we work at every day. Okay. Your life purpose could be being a high school football coach or whatever, a soccer coach, a counselor, doesn't matter. Okay. That's who that's who you are. That's your truth. Once you get through all that negativity, that's what comes up is your truth of who you are. And the love that you have for yourself, for your divine feminine, and for humanity. So clear away, purge that negativity. This is a time for purging. Everyone I see triggers and purging them. Yep, okay. Triggers and purging, oh my. Follow the yellow brick road. Okay. We have 2 third eye. Dreams and visualization. Okay. The dreams are very vivid. For those that, and some of you may say, I don't dream. If you're not dreaming while you're sleeping, you're getting downloads. Okay. You're dreaming about your divine counterpart. You're dreaming about the lives that you've had together. Some of these past lives are coming up. And they're coming up in dreams. Okay. You may get, like I said, if you don't dream, you're going to get downloads. What are downloads? Downloads are sometimes, they're called thoughts and ideas. They're bits and pieces of information that you're getting from source, especially through this 1111 gateway into the 1212 portal. We're getting a lot of downloads, especially after we purge. When we purge the negativity from our lives, we're making way for more downloads. We're making way for us to grow, to expand our consciousness. Okay. You have to remember too, dreams is also where people that have crossed over, it's the first place that they connect with you with. Maybe some of you already been dreaming about them because they're trying to tell you that this is what you need to do. This is where you're going. This is your life purpose. They're trying to give you those, messages and inclinations. Archangel Gabriel. He told Joseph about Mary. How many years ago was that? Impossible. Okay, this is not impossible. You have to remember, this is going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Once you purge and release everything that you need to, and you vibrate higher and your vibration's going, you'll have a union. Visualization. Visualize where you need to be. Visualize where you're going as a collective. Okay. This time of year is a good time, especially now. The end of 2019 is upon us. We're going into the third decade of the 21st century. Where are you going? How are you going to aid humanity through the Ascension? What is your vision for Ascension? What is your vision for union? Where do you see yourself in union? What will you be doing? Okay. This whole, me doing readings is just a little bit of what I do for my Ascension purpose. Okay. I am aiding humanity, aiding the divine collective by giving them information to help them awaken to their inner truth. Okay. So visualize where you need to be. This is also a time of year, if you're not going to any vision board parties, you should go to one. Feel the energy. Okay. There's going to be more and more in 2020. I specifically am going to have a twin flame ascension class locally here in Western Massachusetts. So, start to look out in your area where you live, because we are awakening. All of us are awakening. Okay. And we're going to begin to connect in the real world. Not that YouTube isn't the real world. It's just more energetic. Okay. Reach out. Okay. How are you going to heal your inner child? Reach out. Maybe you need to talk to a friend. Maybe you need to talk to a sibling. Maybe you need to have a reading. Okay. And if that's something that you feel called to do, if you resonate and need more clarity for your purpose, have the reading. Sometimes you may only need one. Sometimes you may need one every month. Sometimes you may need one a week for a while. Okay. And if it's not with me, look for someone that you resonate with. Okay. But don't ever, please don't reach out, allow people to reach out to you and say, things like, oh, you have attachments, you have demons. No. That's not what this is about. It's not what this journey is about. So reach out to your soul family, reach out to who you love. Okay. I know sometimes right now, especially, there's been a lot of triggers this week, especially for the divine collective that are kind of in partial separation. For the divine collective, that yes, maybe you're living together, but your divine counterpart isn't awakened yet. Okay. You have to remember the twin flame collective. We have manifested in many different forms in this existence during this time. Okay. Some people, they're a man and a woman. Some people it's one woman, man. Sometimes it's a mother and child, sibling, cousin. Okay. And I know that's weird. So people are like, what? Because, listen to me now, the energy, especially the sexual energy, is caused by the life force energy we have. It's a kundalini kind of thing. Okay. If anybody needs more information about that, I can elaborate at a different time. See? You clear this inner Wonder Woman. You are her. Live your truth. Okay? Be part of your inner knowingness and allow it to freely move out into the universe. Okay? Goddess, express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Didn't I just say that? Okay. You are divine feminine. Live your truth. Hold your head up high. This is who you are. Journey was written a long time ago. Live your truth. Vibrate higher. Okay. Who are you? Okay. You are a loving and giving person. Okay. You are enough. You are divine. And it doesn't matter one bit who the karmic is, where the karmic is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you know what? Release any attachment that you have towards the divine masculine's karmic. Okay? Release. Doesn't even matter. Honestly, don't even say her name. Because it doesn't matter. Because everything that you are doing is creating a beacon for your divine masculine to awaken and to come into union. Okay? And some of them are slowpokes. Some of them, that ego is so wrapped so high. Why? Because of the inner child wounds. Some of the divine masculines, that ego is so tight, so tight. They know they love you. They know that they want to be with you forever. They know who you are. Sometimes so much they the divine masculines still have that inner child work to do. You know why? Because sometimes they feel like they're not worthy enough of you. They're not good enough. They don't have what it takes to be in your presence all the time. Okay? Live your truth. I'm sure you're even getting dreams about it. Some of those past life dreams coming through when you were royalty. Okay? You still are. Sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. For many of you right now, the divine feminine is like, you are not going to treat me that way. You're not going to speak to me that way. You're going to remove that positive negativity. I'm not taking that negativity. You're not going to trigger me. Living her truth. Setting her boundaries. If you, as a divine feminine, if you have not become a vegetarian yet, I know, and some of you are going to go, I'm never going to become a vegetarian, blah, 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 blah. That's ego driven. When you eat plant-based foods, you begin to vibrate higher. Your shell feels different. Okay. And that's another part too. As we are evolving as a species, we are expanding our consciousness. We're changing. The world is changing. This is the ascension. We are ascending to a higher frequency, a higher vibration. Okay. And yes, during this time, there's going to be, calamities and war, and people are going to die and things like that. Yes. Some of us are going to live through it, and some of us are going to cross over. The important thing is, as we begin to spiritually awaken, we are realizing that spiritually awakening is living in a state of grace, that state of love, that state of I am presence, not ego. I am presence, the divine. Okay, the ego is not divine. The ego is attached to the body. It has no concept of the spiritual components of the soul. Okay, it's time to remove all of the harshness, the negativity. Again, 12-12 portal, 12-12 full moon, removing that negativity, removing what no longer serves you, or what no longer serves you as part of the relationship. You're putting your foot down and saying, no, that's not cool. That's not right. That's not who I am. And this is what I need to feel happiness and be in a state of grace. Okay. And that sometimes is an everyday struggle, believe me. Just because you're spiritually awakening does not mean that sometimes you are triggered. Okay. I'm getting for the divine feminine, the dreams for the divine feminine are actually messages, either from your ascended masters. I'm getting for some of you, it's from people that have crossed over, maybe mothers or grandmothers on the maternal side. Because this union has been in existence for a long time, and your soul family, the people that you have incarnated with in this lifetime and past lifetimes, are with you, helping guide you as well. Okay. Third eye again. Visualization. First, you're not alone. Okay. There are 144 times 2 minus 1 of us out here. Okay. You're not alone. Reach out. Okay. Reach out to maybe someone that seems to be level-headed in one of the, Facebook groups, or to a reader that you trust, or, you're not alone. You are not alone. Through all the pain and the negativity that you're coming up from that inner child, you're not alone at all. At all. We are here. Reach out to your counterparts, your divine feminines. Sometimes you may end up coming across a divine masculine that you can be like, hey, are you doing this? Or hey, are you doing that? Are you awakening? How's this week feeling for you? Okay. There are some divine masculine readers out here, which is kind of cool. Okay. They're awakening. It's happening. You're not alone. We're here with you. So I'm, again, in the groups on Facebook, I hear a lot of, I'm done. Screw this twin flame thing. Blah, 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 blah. Why are you giving up? That's ego driven. Because you think you're alone. You think you can't do it, but you can. Okay? Why? Because you're special, because you're divine. You are the divine feminine. You have a divine masculine. We incarnated in the beginning of time. We've had past lifetimes together. Okay. And we are incarnating in this last time. This is our last time for us, not for everyone else, but for the original 144,000 souls. And if you resonate on this journey, you are one of those souls. So everybody out in Facebook land that's hemming and hawing about the collective or the connection, you're resonating. Because if you're not hemming and hawing, you're not even posting anything. You're not even in the group. For those of you that you're sticking your tar heels in and you're like, oh, no, not me, not me. Mm-hmm. The angels have a way of creating towers and triggers. Okay. So this is you. You're not alone. We're right here. Okay. We're right here. And even if you've been on this journey a while and you've got a trigger and something's like throwing you, we're here. Okay. All right. Divine masculine. This is a super long read, but that's okay. It's worth it. Seek the truth of your inner child. Who are you? See the light? You are the light. Release any pain and negativity. Again, releasing inner child wounds. It's not that you just go, oh yeah, it didn't happen. No. That is what repression does. And when you repress something, it kind of grows and grows and grows and festers, and then it kind of just explodes like a volcano, right? When you release something, you bring up the fact that it happened. You bring up the fact of what the components are, surrounding the issue or the event. Who was involved? You bring it up, acknowledge that it happened, acknowledge that today it is not happening to you, and acknowledge that the actions of whoever hurt you is a reflection of them and not you. And their actions do not define who you are because they're not your actions. Okay? We choose our parents. Now, I know some of you are going to say, are you kidding me? Because my parents... Okay. Yep, I get it. But you needed their inability to parent for your life purpose. Maybe there are children out there that need parents. There's a huge collective of indigo and crystalline children that have been born for the new earth, for world peace. And this old paradigm does not know what to do with these children. So they're dropping out of school. They're getting in trouble. Because the system to help these children is failing them. Because education is outdated. Okay? These children are being born and they know things and they don't know why they know them. They just know them. Like many of us. Okay? Win or lose. What do you have to lose? You release your inner child and you win. You don't release your inner child and you lose. And you'll have another trigger and you'll have another tower. Okay? For those that are divine masculines are not accepting to this journey, They're afraid. They're scared. The inner child is going to be healed. And you will win. The love of your divine feminine. The love of people that are in your life that need you to awaken spiritually so they can awaken. Okay. You know, and it came to me today that, and I don't know if anyone else is getting this download, but it came to me today that, you know, if both counterparts don't awaken, we need to repeat this life over. Well, I don't want to do that. I'm done. I'm done. Billion years has been enough, or how many ever it is, but all right. Divine masculine, the dreams. Oh, I wanted to talk about this. Many of the divine masculines dream vividly. Their dreams are so accurate that they feel that anytime they get upset or anytime they have something heavy going on in their life, it consumes their dreams. Okay. Sometimes the divine masculines don't want to sleep because of the dreams, because they scare them. Sometimes they're so accurate and so vivid, they're like, what? Why? You're a light worker. That's part of your divine feminine. Even though the divine masculines may be still more matrical, they have part of that in them. Because we all have a third eye. Okay. And because they're indigos, because they're sensitive, they're natural born leaders, they do have a very heightened intuition. Okay. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power beings, great blessings, and loving service to the divine. Archangel Michael, or Gabriel rather, coming in the dreams, explaining everything. Past life issue. This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Again, remember, release, learn. The same thing with the inner child. Bringing up that. Let's see what these past life issues were. I pulled 3 cards for the divine masculine. Wisdom. Okay. The arts. Angels. So I'm getting that the past life issue is surrounding the wisdom and that you have about the spiritual awakening. Okay. I'm getting for some of you that in this past life, maybe even in Atlantis, for some of you that resonate with being in Atlantis. Okay. You had this wisdom. So bring it up. Remember being in Atlantis. They talked about this, the ascension and expanding our consciousness. Okay. The arts, performances. Okay. I'm getting that maybe for some of the divine feminines, they were in the arts. I'm getting for some of them, they were in the arts, and it's almost like it was an unrequited love. Like the divine masculine, like loved you from afar, was so taken by you, captivated by you. that now he's almost afraid because he feels like he's not good enough for you. Like he doesn't have enough to offer you, to put on your plate. And the funny thing is because the divine feminine's like, no, I got my own cup. I'm good. Right? And I'm also getting that the wisdom that you have about this journey now. Okay? Ask the angels. Ask Archangel Metatron. Ask Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel really is working with you very strongly. Okay? Ask him to help you remember who you are, who your divine feminine is. Explore. Explore the truth. Explore your inner truth. You're going to begin to realize that everything around you makes sense to this journey. The environmental changes. The way society is, we need peace. We need world peace. The new earth needs world peace. The vibration needs to be higher. So explore those possibilities so that you can even go to the divine feminine and say, hey, let's do it like this or let's do it like that. You need me to do this for you? Well, you need this, I'm gonna get this for you. Okay? Stay. Stay with your divine feminine. Stay where your heart feels free. Because there's no expectation or control. You're just free. You are. Oh, 47, 47. Okay. You know that within your divine feminine, you have everything. Okay. You can have your own being, your own sense of autonomy, and still have a very strong, intense connection with her. And this connection has been like no other. So no matter what you do, you're always going to feel that connection, no matter where you go. There are people in the divine collective that are miles, thousands, millions, not millions, thousands of miles apart. Some of them just met for the first time. And some of you are going to meet for the first time. This is your journey. This is where it feels like home. This is where it feels right. Your life has purpose and existence. Okay. All right. Drum roll. Confessions from your divine counterpart. So I'm not going to repeat what I said because you guys already said it. I already said it. Sometimes I do this and it screws it up. So these messages here are from the divine masculine. You ready? Boom. What? I love you more than anything. Listen, this is the well-deserved reward for all the purging and triggers this week. Okay? Right here. Here it is. On the full moon reading with the 12/12 portal. You've got it. That's it. No more belly aching. Appearances are deceiving. For those of you that are wondering about that karmic situation that I spoke about, there's your reward. I think about all the things I want to do to you. Sexual energy. like no other. And there's a strong sexual energy here. There's a strong passion here because your souls are intensely connected because you were one soul at one time. Okay? It's not happy. For those of you that think he's, it's so nice and peaches and ice cream. No, he's not happy. But sometimes he's in denial. And he's working through that right now. He's just working through it. Okay? Please forgive me. He's just having a hard time. Send him love. Do your purging. That connection, I'm obsessed with you. That strong sexual connection. I just can't right now. You see how these are all that duality, the back and forth, the duplicity, the seesaw. That is the 12-12 energy. I feel all the time. That's the sign he's awakening. She's scared. He's scared he's not enough for you. He's scared that he's not going to be able to do it. Some of them have been in relationships with other people. Maybe they've had kids and that scares them. They don't want to screw it up. Like that's their biggest thing. Like, I don't want to screw it up. Because they feel inner child. Okay. Connection is so intense. Feels you all the time. Okay. He needs time to think, which is totally appropriate. Remember, 12-12 energy. Purging. Deciding what needs to go, what needs to stay. Don't worry, you're going to stay. Okay? We're focused on you. Focus on you healing that inner child. Okay? And for the Divine Masculine, for all of my DMs out there waiting for these messages, ready? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't patient. I'm sorry the connection, the energy just was so engulfing. The connection was so strong. All she wanted to do was just be with you. Like, if she could get inside of your body, she would. Okay? I'm figuring it out. Yep, there's a lot of divine feminines out there that are figuring out their karmic situations. Figuring out where they're going. Figuring out what's going to happen with their kids, or where their kids are going, or how this is going to happen. Figuring it out. Okay? Hate to see you upset. So now here's the thing, the Divine Collective, if you remember when it was, initially when it started, things were good. There were no fights at all. At all. Perfect. It was a state of grace practically all the time. I was like, is this a dream? Mm-hmm. So confused. Again, the purging of the negativity, the inner child. That ego is still holding on, causing confusion. I'll be back. Mm-hmm. Miss you. I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. Energetically. Maybe in the 3D too. I can't stop thinking about you. All the time. From the first thought in the morning to the last thought at bed. They do it too. Well, now, When people say, yep, the cards don't lie. Imagine that, 2 different decks. Going through that dark night of the soul. Please be patient while I rebuild. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to say what I said. I didn't mean to do what I did. I didn't mean any of it. It was all ego-driven. Okay? So for those of you out there that are like, he's this and he's that, and don't take that negativity. You're right. No, you're right. To the point where we shouldn't be taking negativity. Yes, and some of us need to learn that and draw that boundary. But all that negativity from the ego, that's not who he is. That's not his real feelings. That's not his higher self. Okay? It's ego. This karmic situation is keeping me stuck. Okay? That too. So, all right. That was the reading for today. Oh my God, it was almost an hour. So this was the special 12/12 portal and the full moon, 12/12 full moon, the cold moon in Gemini, which is going to be on Thursday, 12/12 at 12/12. So I wish you all love and light. If this reading resonated with you and you would like a personal reading, you can email me at amorebello1111@gmail.com. In the description below, you'll find a little bit more about me and how to obtain a personal reading. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. You never know who in your soul family is going to need to hear this message. I believe that is all for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Also, I want to thank everyone who has already subscribed to my channel. I'm so thankful and grateful that you're on this little journey with me. I wish you all love and light. Namaste.